Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and a very good day to everyone. My name is Muhammad Sobri bin Muhammad Ali and my matrix number is H2OB1233. Today I want to present to all of you about the research of methodology subject. In chapter 1 is introduction. The title of this group we are choose the impact of restaurant specification quality on customer satisfaction. So in chapter 1 part of introduction we have a background of study. So today I want to share to all of you about what is a background of study in chapter 1. So in chapter 1, a broad category professional within a service sector known as hospitality, including lodging, food and beverage, service, event planning, theme park and travel of tourism. So a background of study to this topic is based on a hospitality industry. This research is focused on a customer satisfaction and a service excellence because they are critical to a company competitive. They have three items we focus of this interaction based on this topic is service quality, food quality and restaurant environment. Problem statement of this topic. So the problem statement is based on a restaurant business sector, the hospitality industry impact on a customer satisfaction. The researchers look at the relationship between a customer satisfaction as a dependent variable based on an independent variable. So based on the three focus we are choose and we go through what is a problem statement in this topic based on a service quality, food quality and restaurant environment.
Hi, my name is Nur Atira binti Azman and my metric number is H2010478X. So for the next part, I will tell you about the research question. The research question are: first, what is the significant effects, behaviors and experience of restaurant service quality on customer satisfaction? Second, does customer satisfaction depends on the quality of service and food quality for an organization? Third, if a restaurant grows, does it have a positive impact by the place environment? Next, I will continue with the research objective. The purpose of this research study are: first, to examine the significant effects, behaviors, and experience of restaurant service quality on customer satisfaction. Second, to determine customer satisfaction depends on the quality of service and food quality for an organization. Third, to identify the positive impact by the place environment if restaurants grows. The next part is scope of study. The impact of restaurant service quality on patron satisfaction is the main topic of this study. The foundation of an organization, effectiveness and profitability are service quality and customer happiness. Good value delivery and service will be able to fulfill the effort towards meeting the needs of customer in addition to the provision of high quality meals. Customer opinions of how well a restaurant performs are correlated with how well the goods and service they receive can satisfy their demands. If a business can satisfy its client, failure may result in unfavorable word of mouth. This study aims to gain an understanding of how customers actually perceive service quality and customer happiness.
Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Aldia Popi Rahmi binti Dawa Wilman. My matrix number is H20A1078. So I want to explain about significance of study. This study aims to study the significant impact, behavior and experience of restaurant service on customer satisfaction. Restaurant waiters should always be cheerful when dealing with customer, so that customer feel comfortable and appreciate. The restaurant environment should be comfortable and conducive for customer to enjoy food in a calm environment. The behavior and experience of the quality of restaurant service is especially important in obtaining customer satisfaction. Service provider must be careful when setting customer expectation. If a restaurant business grow, it will be potential for the business to open a branch elsewhere. This will open up many job opportunities, especially to young people. So next, I want to explain about definition of terms. The term hospitality refers to a broad group of profession in the service sector. Hotel, travel companies, eateries, and pubs are among its components. Course instruct students in both hard and soft skills such as room pricing, cost control, bookkeeping, and scheduling. This study attempt to investigate how customer satisfaction in Arab restaurant in Malaysia is affected by service quality. This study will demonstrate the impact of these variables on customer satisfaction.
So, for the summary of this chapter 1, in this chapter, the researchers provide an overview of the study of the impact of the customer quality on customer satisfaction. Researchers also describe the topics that are the background of the study, problem statement, research question, and also of the research objective.
Literary review refer to the published or unpublished research paper that others should describe, objectively summarize, clarify, and assess in the field that are relevant to one study. This study goal is examining how restaurant service quality affect patron pleasure. So restaurant customer service standard influence their patron because the level of the client certifications determine the success of any business. Customer certification is critical to a business success and contribute to the probability and rising the market value. In definition of the impact service quality in customer satisfaction, so customer happiness have been one of the most critical elements of a successful organizations. Customer satisfaction is defined as a broad evolution based on the full experience of acquiring and utilizing the item or service throughout time. Customer expectation and how the firm are delivered a good and service are determined by customer satisfaction, which goes hand in with the marketing. The product and its feature, functionality, reliability, sales activity, and customer support are the most important component required to reach or surpass the customer satisfaction. Happy consumer frequently return and make more purchase. Independent variable. So firstly is about the service quality. The level of service quality may be assessed by comparing customer expectation and impressions of the actual customer experience. The capacity to deliver the promised service consistently and accurately is known as reliability. So customer responsiveness is the willingness of a company to assist a customer along provide the fast service. Terms like assurance and self-assurance are used to define. So customer expectation should be measured against how well a service is provided and they construct with those expectations. So businesses are told to have a good service quality when they make or surpass past expectation.
Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Nuraisha Fazli binti Muhammad Turidi and I will present about the independent variable 2 and 3. The independent variable 2 is food quality. 5 food quality standards is fresh food, delight food, and large variety of great food. The best food in terms of freshness and presentation is typically covered, open and heated. And next is independent variable 3, which is restaurant environment. The pleasant surroundings such as imaginative interior design and decor, pleasant music, dim lighting and distinctive color palette, pleasant room smell, spacious layout, attractive table settings and attractive wait staff will have a significant impact on the overall level of customer satisfaction. Next is a relationship between service quality and customer satisfaction. Customer satisfaction and the 4 aspects of service quality is intangibility, reliability, responsive, and assurance were found to be significant and favorably. And offering top-notch services will adapt thirdly, give business a long-lasting competitive advantage because they will finally please customer. Number 2 is relationship between food quality and customer satisfaction. Presentation, menu, variety, have the option, flavor, freshness, and temperature are some of the variables used to evaluate the quality of food. It is believed that flavor has the biggest impact on restaurant preference and customer happiness. And next is customers place a high value on food freshness, presentation, and flavor, and customers also pay a large premium for it, high quality in terms of food flavor, freshness, and presentation. Next is relationship between food quality and customer satisfaction. The ambient temperature and the comfort of the seating, new customer can gain a sense of the type of service expectations and the value that consumer anticipate from a restaurant, perceived advantages. And next, customer perceptions of price are mostly influenced by three-dimensional decorations and artifact. Restaurant atmosphere, emotional response to consumer perceived value and behavior intentions.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Nur Fatihah Natasha binti Shamsul. My metric number is H20A1510. So for the next, I will explain about hypotheses. There are 3 hypotheses that can be concluded through our study according to the variables we have studied before this. So for the first hypothesis is restaurant service quality is related to customer satisfaction. The second hypothesis is restaurant food quality is related to customer satisfaction, and the third hypothesis is the restaurant environment is related to customer satisfaction. So we move to the next slide. Now, I will explain about our conceptual framework in our study. Conceptual framework is the operationalization of the theory showing the relationship of the different construct in our research study. Now, as we can see that there is the relationship between the independent variables and dependent variables that have been studied through our group research study in this conceptual framework. For the independent variables, there is 3 IV. The first one is service quality, the second one is food quality, and the third is restaurant environment. For the dependent variable is customer satisfaction. All of these variables are also related to the hypothesis that I explained at the beginning. For the summary from this chapter 2, what I can conclude is we as the researcher has discussed about the independent variable and dependent variable, and also about the relationship between every independent variable and dependent variable, hypothesis, and the conceptual of framework which are important in our research study. So that's all about chapter 2.
Next chapter in research is chapter 3 is methodology. So I want to explain to all of you a part of introduction and research design. So part of introduction of chapter 3 is methodology. Is this chapter present a general outline of the research methodology, including the research design, population and sample, sampling technique, research instrument, question and design, and data analysis of the relationship between restaurant service quality and customer satisfaction. So in a part of chapter 3, based on a methodology, we are research based on conclude all of chapter 3 based on methodology and main focus to the food quality, service quality, and restaurant environment. For research design, we use data collection to collect data based on this topic, and the data collection is the aim of a study is seeking to determine the impact of restaurant service quality on a customer satisfaction.
Hi, I'm Angin. So I want to explain about population sampling. In epidemiology, the base target population is frequently used. It is typically described as a collection of items that you are interested in learning more about. Using the word target when referring to sampling emphasizes the fact that we don't always treat the mark. Certain samples may not be representative of the population you mean to poll. Hi, so the next part is I want to explain about the question that have been asked to the client. We have divided the question into 3 parts that have a small question fraction based on the IV that our group has studied. For our first IV question based on service quality, we have formed a small question of 4 questions. Next, about food quality and restaurant environment that has 3 small questions.
Next, I will continue with the sampling technique. Sampling is the process of obtaining a significant set of items from a population so that we may recognize its properties or characteristics. There are 2 distinct sampling strategies: probability sampling and non-probability sampling. Samples are selected by the research subjective judgment rather than by chance. A successful restaurant business is one that fully understands the needs of its patrons and can expand in line with trends in the market. A company's positive effect on the whole economy will increase if it endures and expands. Our nation's unemployment rate is declining, which can be advantageous to them financially.
In instrument, as study instrument are the equipment used to collect information from a research topic using questionnaire, surveys, scales, and interview as example. In this study, information of the effect of restaurant service quality on petrol certifications was discovered through the use of questionnaires. The study used in the questionnaire as a technique to get information from the respondent.
Next is I will present the data analysis. First is descriptive statistic. Descriptive statistics are used to describe the core characteristic of the data used in the investigation. This provides a brief summary of the analysis and the actions taken. When coupled with easy graphical analysis, they form the basis of practically or quantitative data analysis. To provide variable accurate explanations, descriptive statistics work best. And next is reliability test. Reliability analysis was used to assess the questionnaire dependability. Reliability is the ability of a system to perform calculations reliably. If the same result can be accurately obtained using the same procedure, under the same conditions, the measurement is considered accurate. Confidence is calculated by comparing different versions of the same calculations. The 3 subcategories of dependability are experimental reliability, parallel reliability, and inter-expert reliability.
Back to me again. Now I will explain about person correlation. Person correlation analysis is one of the important analyses that can calculate the strength of the linear relationship between the independent variables and the dependent variables. This study is intended to identify whether there are associations between the independent variables, which is the quality and environment of the restaurant, to the customer satisfaction, and the dependent variable, which is customer satisfaction with the quality restaurant. If this is a correlation, researcher must settle on the strength of the relationship between the independent variables and the dependent variables. And lastly, about the summary in chapter 3, what I can conclude, we as researcher has studied about how to determine according to study design, population and sample, sampling techniques, instrument and data analysis consisting of descriptive statistics, reliability test and person correlation. So that's all from me and our group. Thank you.